Hey Chance, how you doing? Actually, I have no idea what I didn't check if my console is set to 1440p. I thought it might throw us straight into gameplay. I don't think I would want to start with 50cc. I think I'm gonna fall asleep. If we're gonna learn this, we're gonna learn it on the highest speed, right? 11 consoles support 1440p. The superior resolution. Nope. Great, I just got immediately dabbed on by Donkey Kong. So we immediately started with 150cc because we ain't got no time to wait. Gated? Oh wait, the beacon knob must be great. Let's look back. No idea what X is. Honk, jump, drift. Is that also drift button? Ah. This game is just very bright. It's been a while, man. Mario Kart 8 came out with the Wii U. And then they remastered it basically for the Switch. Like, we haven't had a new Mario Kart in a very long time. Is the volume? Is the volume good? 11 years ago on the Wii U, 8 years ago on the Switch. Yeah, it's a decade, man. I just realized you don't have to drag the items behind you. The game does it automatically. You can't hold the shoot button. It will always shoot. Okay, how about some good items? Volume is fine? Alright. If I need to adjust anything, whoops, let me know. Wonder if smart steering stops you from falling down. My first rage quit of Mario Kart? More expensive than a PS5. Yes! Like right now a PS5 is on sale for 450 bucks. Actually it's the same price, kinda. My favorite thing is like driving over someone else's mushrooms to get the boost. Hey, it didn't get used though. Like I touched it. Can't wait to learn all of the little tricks. Wait a sec. How's the graphics? Nice! I mean, 11 years. 11 years since we had Mario Kart 8. When they say this game wouldn't have been possible on the Switch 1, I believe it. Simply for the drawing distance, like the vastness of the entire game, like everything being huge. I'm kinda excited to also replay the Zelda games with the patch for this. That doesn't make me happy, man. I grew up as a Nintendo kid, so this hits home. Shit. I gotta say the playing controls are fairly slow. Like it takes a long time for it to react. Wasn't it slow? It was not that I remember. The thing is, let's be honest, I haven't played Mario Kart 8 in a very long time, so I can't say remember. Maybe I should have played Mario Kart 8 as a warm-up. But at the same time, I didn't want to, because then I can, you know, feel fresh about this. I like about Luigi, his drift starts a lot faster than Mario's. I wonder if you keep tricking on the rail, if that actually makes you faster. Okay, gotta be really careful with this, holy shit. Yeah, I love Mario Kart. In my opinion, they cannot mess up Mario Kart. This is always gonna be fun. I feel like Nintendo would have way too much pride to bring out a bad Mario Kart title. And what I really like about Nintendo is they actually take their time with most of their franchises. Okay, so you can't go out of bounds and get a respawn. Right, they take their time, so very rarely do you see a massively rushed Nintendo game. Nice angle. It's worth 80 bucks. Well, I bought it in combo with the Switch, which you would too, right? Like, why would you buy the boxed version? You need the console, you need the game, you buy them together. And then it's 40 bucks? I think it was as low as 30 bucks here in Austria. And yeah, for that it's absolutely worth it. Like, you would have to explain to me why you wouldn't buy the bundle, right? If you want to get Mario Kart, why would you buy it separately? There we go. From the console. No, it comes with a download code. You do not get a physical copy. So yeah, that's the disadvantage. But you do get a nice discount. And I totally agree, it's a bit weird that they did it. Like, it wouldn't have killed them if they just included the box and the cartridge. You know, stuff like this, in my opinion, would create a lot of goodwill with the gamers. So, you know, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. I would bundle the physical game with the console. The thing is, it's always like this. I don't know if you ever bought a Switch with a pre-installed game or a Nintendo 3DS, like all of them. Oh, nice. All of them were bundled with something digital. Obviously, it stops you from reselling it, but sadly also from like sharing it with other people. Although I'm not sure how like family sharing works on Nintendo consoles. That seemed buggy. That's fun. Exactly, my 3DS also came with Mario Kart 7. My Switch came with Super Mario World. No, what's it called? Wonders. Wonders was pre-installed. Damn it, still lost to Donkey Kong. Well, to be fair, Race 2 and 3 were kinda abysmal. Rail grinding stuff from Sonic. Dude, Sonic is in a bad spot. I mean, obviously, if you don't want to buy a Switch, Sonic, the new Sonic racing game makes sense. But overall, I think most people are going to be more interested in this. You got Mario Kart 8 in physical with your Wii U. Oh, cool. Wait, me too. I forgot about that. And with the black console, right? Am I a pro in Mario Kart games? I'm good in all video games, but I wouldn't say I'm a pro. I never played that much. But hey, maybe I'll go pro in this game. Would not be surprised if I actually nerd out on this game and actually get really good on it. Because all the strats are new, all the strategies are new, like time trialing every event is going to be relevant. Oh, new bike. The Rob Hog. Ah, we're literally driving a Rob again. I assume that every track is new, and maybe the DLC in the future will give us some tracks that we know. It doesn't fit on the bike. It's charming, isn't it? Those are definitely videos. This is not rendered, I can tell, because it has like this video rendering thing. You know what I mean? Like you can tell it's a codec and it's not rendered. When it's rendered, it looks high quality. It looks ridiculous on the bike. Wait, can you just cut over there? It does slow you down. Screw you, boo. First item stolen. I should go a little bit off course. Like I see all of the alternative paths on the sides. One of Lisa's, actually two of Lisa's friends are getting married soon. They already said instead of a first dance, they're gonna have a first Mario Kart race. Yeah, the game does run in 120 FPS. You guys get 60 from the stream. But hey, very soon Twitch is actually gonna enable 1440p streaming, so we will be able to bump up the resolution. And with that, you know, better codec and also higher bitrate. You know, Nintendo usually always had a good grasp on getting a lot of performance out of the little hardware. I think it was primarily the Wii where I was kind of complaining about pretty mediocre looks. But even then, even on the Wii, the first-party Nintendo titles usually look pretty good. It got here a little bit late, but I do have my Switch. I'm happy I can play for the rest of the day. My only responsibilities to entertain you guys. My first Mario Kart was Super Mario 64, which was actually quite technical already. A little bit of Nintendo magic, you know, make it easy for beginners, but you know, have enough try-hard abilities to make it interesting for people that play more often. You know, it's bad when such a small console has double the frames of the PS5. Yeah, that's what I meant by you want to focus on good-looking graphics rather than overdone graphics and kill the frame rate. Yeah, I started with 150cc. I feel like if I want to do 50 and 100, I'm gonna do it off stream so I don't bore you guys to death. 24 players, right? Holy shit. That's gonna be a fun mess online. I wonder if the top speed caps out at 10 coins again. What is that vehicle? 20 coins now? Ah, I guess that makes sense because there's this coin shell. You know, it's basically a red shell. That goes... Actually, it's kind of like a blue shell that goes to the guy in the front. I think it goes to the guy in the front. Or maybe it just drives through the middle of the track for a while until it disappears. And hits anything that's in between. Definitely got some Nintendo magic here. Hey, and for the first time, they're not gonna try to sell us Ethernet dongle. They actually put an Ethernet port into the base. That is the Warrior track. Yeah, a lot of the tracks have been reimagined, right? Keeping the same layout, while obviously changing up the visuals a lot. And yeah, I'm also using the Pro Controller. Damn it! Now I will never know. What was in the package, man? Oh, I forgot that there's extra buttons. I wonder if I have to bind them in my system menu. Like there's buttons on the back here, right? Like on Pro controllers, typical. They actually put them there. This looks so much better than it does in Mario Kart Tour. Oh, I didn't expect that. Hey, my first out of bounds. Oh shit! I really thought that would defend. Charging Chuck. There was a big exclamation mark. Does that mean I just unlocked him? Dude, it just ruined my perfect cup. That would have been my first perfect cup. God damn it, man. You have to shoot the ice fireballs for them to defend. Yeah, I mean, I just figured that out. That they don't automatically defend. I just assumed. About Ridge Racer. There's Ridge Racer? There's Ridge Racer on the Switch? Link me to it. I actually have not heard about it. You know what I did buy though? Fast Fusion. Wait, where is it? Dude, I actually... I checked my old stuff and actually had this here. This is a Wii Nintendo eShop card for 15 bucks. And the game is exactly 15 bucks. And it still worked. I kept it because I was thinking maybe it still works, and I actually tried it for the first time today. So the game was free. Ridge Racers Switch 2. Is it the first Ridge Racer game? Ah, interesting. How much is it? 16 bucks? No way. Not buying this. Sorry, bro. That is theft. You know, there's gold, but it only has 1 star. I'm pretty sure if you have a perfect cup, it's like 3 stars. Nah, 16 is still theft. It's still theft for like such an old game as the original Ridge Racer. I know that track from Mario Kart Tour. Obviously not in the Switch version. Yeah, for 5 bucks I would consider it, but for 15 bucks I'm just gonna emulate it on my PC. Especially when you can buy a new game like Fast Fusion for 15 bucks. Oops. Bizarre Mario. Gotta say it fits him. Well, Nintendo has finally reached the 4K age. A bit proud of them. I mean, they're definitely making a killing when they sell the console plus game for 500 bucks, but people will always pay the price because they know Nintendo's the only one that can scratch that itch. Because I've seen the new Sonic Racing game, you know, it doesn't look bad. I just don't think it will reach the level of Mario Kart. You can do Rainbow Booster. I did. I already did if you didn't notice. But yeah, the triple boost is back. Need for Speed DLC for Mario Kart. I would want that. Anything that pushes Need for Speed, man. Cyberpunk will be running on 40 FPS. I mean, it will look better. It will look better than 30, but man, I still haven't figured out the perfect start timing. If someone wants to Google it, let me know the exact timing for boost start. By the way, I'm refusing to play the cow. All right, everyone's playing the cow, so I have to be the contra person. There's a name for that. People that always do the opposite. Not antagonist. It's not the word I'm looking for. Contrarian, thank you. Try to be fancy, but then I don't remember the word. Doesn't work. It says Need for Speed World and kids friendly. Yes. Hope that helps.
This game looks like bootleg Jack X KuruHS.
Flake. Bootleg JKX, you like it? Dude, I'm actually having too much grip. When I drift, I get too far to the insides. So it's a little bit too grippy, Daisy. I wonder, in my opinion, we're gonna get 200cc as a DLC. Like, I feel like they don't wanna, you know, throw out all of their ideas at once and give people a reason to buy DLC. Obviously, DLC is gonna have extra tracks, but also think we're gonna get 200cc either as a free update, probably. And when the DLC releases, I wouldn't be surprised if we get 200cc as a free update. Something like that. And in order to unlock everything, you have to do every area with every character, right? That's gonna take a while.
Yeah. This here is the number 15 guy
and
on
the
the
colors are
blacklist.
so strong in this game. Get away from me. I want my first perfect tournament. Yeah, come on, last race. Can we do that too? Flashbang Mario Kart. That's what I meant, right? It's super bright. Just kind of hoping it's gonna hit her. No, my perfect. Damn it. 1 second place. Yes, now I had 2 stars. We're gonna have to redo this at some point and farm 3 stars on everything. Interesting that they used videos, but it kind of makes sense because they can't load every single area in just for that cutscene. So it actually is a video. Yeah, not super happy about my items here, but I'm in first. We're lapping someone. I thought I'm super far behind, man. Dude, I thought I'm super far behind. On the other hand, I was lapping someone. You know what I find really scammy from Nintendo is that they always give you this holding thing for the Joy-Cons, but it never has the USB connector. You have to pay that. You have to buy it for 25 bucks. Like, that's actual. Like, the additional stuff is always scam when it comes to Nintendo. It reminds me of like Apple, where they just sell you the accessories at an extraordinarily high price. It's super greedy. It is straight up extortion. Yeah, you want the cool stuff? Pay for it a lot. Damn it! I can't get the perfect start right. It's a little bit more than that. It's somewhere in the middle of 3. Somewhere towards the end, but not the very end of 3. Probably before it starts fading out. I like my big controller, so you know I will always buy. I'll always buy the Pro controller. And the thing is, whenever friends come by or family, you need extra controllers anyways. So the Pro controller is a safe bet. I can't wait for the inevitable switch to OLED. Like if we're talking about Nintendo coming up with great ideas to make more money. Hey, here's a really good console. Then later on, we're gonna bring out the better model with a better battery and a better display. To be fair, though, the display that they have on it right now is very good. I gotta say, the rainbow colors in this game are extremely intense. Because it's not just rainbow colored, it has like a rainbowy shifting effect on it. I don't know if you ever looked at Bismuth before. Kinda like that. The colors are just shifting all the time. Yeah, that's good defense. Wait, you can trick more than once? Oh, you can trick more than once. Yeah, the saturation is definitely maxed out on this game. And you can use HDR if you need to do it higher. Damn, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I understand why this would have never worked on the original Switch. There's just too much going on. But a poor little console. Switch had a good run. It's gonna remain to be seen. I don't think the Switch is gonna initially sell that much, the Switch 2, because it's more expensive, right? It's a big difference paying 500 bucks for a console or 300 bucks as the Switch. I think the original Switch released at 300 bucks. Either way, it's definitely more expensive now, even with all the inflation, and it's gonna be interesting to see. Come on! I did not want to lose this one. Better lighting, reflections, much bigger drawing distance, obviously higher polygon counts. Have I streamed from Switch 1? I did stream Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the DLC. I did stream Smash Bros. I did stream Fast RMX. And good news, if you like anti-gravity racing games, Fast Fusion is on the Switch too. Okay, so that happens when you drive into a car from the side. It's not gonna crash you out, but it's gonna throw you off balance. I guess if you're on a bike, maybe not if you're in a cart. The library is mostly Switch 1 titles. I mean, why would you pick up a Switch 2 right now? Either because you want to play Mario Kart or because you want to play Fast Fusion. But it is true, like most of your Switch 1 games are gonna run much better on the Switch 2. Yoshi is your main. My brother is a Yoshi main, Lisa is a Boo main. I'm usually a Luigi main. But not in Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is just too important to pick a good player card combination. In Smash Bros, I'm a Luigi main. Well, it's Mario Kart. Oh, interesting. you can tilt. Charming. I mean, usually it's a few time trials and people will figure out, you know, the best character combination. The thing is, Nintendo usually has hidden stats, and I think they have it again. So it's gonna take a while for, you know, data miners to figure out exactly what everything does. Man, that is bright. That really gave me the feeling of walking on a sandy beach during summer. That was too bright. Okay, so I pressed it when 2 appeared. Maybe that's it. So one thing that really surprised me, there is such a thing as you load too long to not get it, the boost start, but still don't get the burnout. Because in my head it was always, hey, either you have a perfect start or you have a burnout. But there's now such a thing that you can charge for too long, don't get the burnout, but also don't get the boost start. And just now I pressed it when 2 appeared, right? So if you anticipate the appearance of 2, then if that's the boost start, I'll take it. Ah shit, I thought it was still a ghost. Wait, oh, I did get it. I was so out of range for that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. One Piece, Skype arc, anyone? What was that upstream? What was that upstream called up to Skype here? I kind of like is when you do hit a vehicle, it doesn't slow you down that much. You keep the momentum going. Actually, one of the things that I was kind of annoyed with in Mario Kart is like losing all of your momentum when you get hit by something. Sure, blue shell makes sense. That thing is supposed to slow you down. Sonic Racing, Crossworld's cooked. I think so. Matthias, that was actually one of the things that I said when I saw that Sonic releases after Mario Kart. It's kind of cooked now. Hey, new character, King Boo. A King Boo is better than a regular Boo. It's the number one thing that I'm really jealous of is American Twitch servers. They have always been better. Like, Twitch has not built the infrastructure well in Europe. What's better about King Boo? He's bigger! Hey, he has a crown. There's a crown on his head. So when you see 2, press A, and you get a boost start. Very simple. Hey, Moo Farm! And I'm not in a cow. I swear, every streamer picks the stupid ass cow, man. Don't like cute. I'm a real man. 160p works. Yeah, it seems like Twitch is having a really hard time converting the stream in time. But obviously Source has the same issues, right? I tried out 3 different servers. I was in Germany, Poland, and in the Czech Republic. None of those servers are working. Amazon, small little startup. Yeah, Twitch too, man. It's not like they've been around for 12 years and they know what they're doing. I mean, streaming in 4K would be easy on YouTube. YouTube actually has good infrastructure. That's the one thing why I always regretted Amazon buying Twitch. It was great for, you know, Twitch Prime. It was terrible for infrastructure. YouTube's infrastructure is way better. The only reason Twitch is successful is because they were first. If Twitch came after YouTube, they would have lost so hard. Because you can't compete if you're second and your service is worse. I'm not finding it compared to Mario Kart 8. I mean, you can tell they've been working 11 years on a new Mario Kart. Quite a different experience. One thing you might need to get used to is like going in a straight line for quite a bit, and you can do something. You can trick, right? You can trick on straights to get an extra boost, and you probably will start doing it once you're used to it. should speed you up, and even if it doesn't speed you up, you can use it to ramp on to the sides, which will once again load a boost. Can I load this for longer? Oh, I can! Oh, let's get that one. And finally use for the feather. You get the feather very often, but there aren't too many uses for it. Very wide looking roads, not just wide, long too, but it kind of makes sense when you have 24 people on the map. It's gonna be necessary. Like online is gonna be one hell of a mess if you ask me. A good mess, but a mess nonetheless. Can you put a normal micro SD in the card in the Switch too? No, you need a micro express. Because those consoles need much higher bandwidth, you need a faster SD card. So you have to buy the new fancy ones. Yeah, I actually heard about it for the first time too in combination with the Switch 2. I didn't know that stuff exists. But it makes sense, you have SD cards of all kinds at different speeds. Usually for cameras, video cameras, regular cameras. Ah, super enjoying this. I grew up a Nintendo kid. Which did bite me a little bit in the ass, because I had Burnout 2, but I couldn't get Burnout 3 or Revenge. It didn't release on the GameCube. GameCube didn't have big enough discs. Right, that mini DVD that the GameCube was using was too limiting for a lot of third-party titles. I have no idea who gave the green light at Nintendo for this, but it really ruined the console. Because it was actually the last time Nintendo had a console that was as powerful as the others. Right, the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, they all had the same performance. Or at least very close to each other. So third party did come out on the GameCube. But because of these small discs, so many games couldn't release, even if they wanted to. Yeah, I was thinking about Mirror. I have no idea. I didn't check out any of the pre-release content, right? I don't want to be spoiled. I didn't check any. There we go, Special Cup is here. You know what that means? Rainbow Road. Ooh. It's actually balanced, speed acceleration. Ah. There it is. Rainbow Road. Nice. Aiken Heights, Mario Circuit, Peach Stadium. Like so many old school tracks completely reimagined. First time for using any footage of this game on this stream. Fair point. Rainbow Road is crazy. I mean, I hope they went crazy with Rainbow Road. They have the system power now. I gotta say, I'm also a little bit excited for a few other things. Testing out some older games, but also Fast Fusion. But yeah, I can also tell you, Pro Controller definitely worth a purchase if you're planning a multiplayer as well for the extra controller. Who starts? Once you see 2, press A. Very easy. I wonder if I need a mushroom to escape the blue shell. Or if I can somehow time my mini turbo. Obviously you can defend against it.
Enjoy.
Actually quite high. Whoa, I needed to jump. Oh, what a snipe. Let's go. That would have been a fantastic last lap, man. In case you're wondering, this is a 150cc speed. I'm not sure if 200cc is already included or if that's gonna be future DLC. You can outrun it with a mushroom? I know. But I was wondering if I can outrun it with a mini turbo. You know, the one that you charge up when you drift? I mean, eventually they're gonna mod the game, right? There's gonna be emulators or even modded consoles, and then hey, maybe we're gonna have 300, 400, 500cc. They usually do that stuff. No, servers, don't do this to me, not again. It's so annoying. I have a fucking 10,000 euro streaming setup and then Twitch is like, screw you, man. Without our servers, you're nothing. Like sprints are a lot more common now, and I really like it. I really like it because it mixes up the gameplay. Right? So many people complain about racing games being boring, always the same. And that is definitely true to some degree, and Nintendo shows you that it doesn't have to be that way. I just remember someone reviewing it and saying it's as good as the previous one, and since I liked the last one, I just bought it. And to be fair, I never had stick drift on the old controller. Still standards? Okay. I mean, you know why this is fine on a console? Because the console has dead zone settings that you can't change anyways. On PC it's different. On PC, 100% I would recommend Hall effects. Because you can go down to 0% dead zone. You can't do that on a console. So on a console it doesn't really matter if you have Hall effects or not. Unless they are officially supported, there's always going to be a dead zone setting on the console that, you know, takes away from the potential of your Hall effect controller. But yeah, PC in my opinion is a must-have, especially if you're a racer. Okay, you cannot just shoot the cars, but as long as, dude, if it's high quality, these controls are fine. Like I didn't hate regular Xbox controllers either. It's just, you know, some of them die or are bad straight out of the box, and then just send them back, get a better one. If you know what you're looking for, then it's not that hard. Oh yeah, it's confirmed. 20 coins gives you that golden font, so you know it's the maximum. 5 laps. Why? Because I like it. They probably based it around how long it takes to complete the event. I gotta say, I really like that not everything is like a 3-lap circuit, you know? Like it's kind of boring when you do the same thing all the time. So I like that some are, you know, sprints, some are 5 laps, 3 laps, and so on. Are you ready? I wonder how long it is. Some rainbow roads are extremely long in Mario Kart. Yeah, I got lucky. I'd never had to replay my Joy-Cons. I think one time I had to calibrate them, but that fixed the drift. Ah, my eyes! Alright, that's a start. Honestly, we could have done without that first segment. Rainbow. Oh, that's pretty bad. Wait, how many times can I shoot this? 3 times. That did not fly the way I expected it to. This looks great. It's awesome. Oh, that was just the second segment. Alright. I keep forgetting that I can trick multiple times when I'm in the air. That train. Is that in Mario Kart 64 or a different Mario Kart Rainbow Road? Is it the new use my items? Whoa. But that looks nice. Damn. Too final, right? Hello, space worms. Did it slow me down? I'm not sure. Segment 5. Hey. Damn it, Mario! Yeah, they definitely went a bit overboard with Rainbow Road, holy shit. Mario Kart 8. That was the one with the train. There we go. Do you think we can defend with those? Oh, you can't shoot them back. Nice. Seems to be fine again. Yeah, shouts to Twitch and their fantastic service. I dislike when they put the good items off the racing line. Are you ready? Hee. I think we did it actually. I think that was a perfect one. Yeah, 60 points, 3 stars. Is this Bowser sticker actually anywhere on my card? Because you can pick a sticker, right? The sticker's on my character, but is it also on the car? Oh, it is. Did you see it? On the back, on the left, Rainbow Road. Well, that was actually really good. You know, one thing that I kind of missed? You know when the womp hits the ground, I like when the ground waves, you know, after the womp hits it. I was kind of hoping for that. I've already set up play dates with my family, brother, sister, etc. to play Mario Kart. Well, I completed Rainbow Road. Pretty sure there's more to the game. I mean, I understand why everyone is hung up on the $80 price tag, €80 price tag. At the same time, you can buy this game on, like, in combination with the console, right? And then it's only $40 if you get, whoops. Actually, this packaging, oh, that's the inside packaging. The inside packaging doesn't even show it. That's the combo box with the Mario on there. Does anyone know if there's gonna be mirror mode or 200cc already? Because if it's not in the game yet, I very much expect it as a DLC in the future. Paid or non-paid. It's gonna happen in my opinion. Did the game in 40 minutes already? Well, I did go through all of the cups ones so far. Obviously there's a lot more to it. Mario Bros. Circuit. I think at this point I'm actually used to the new look of Donkey Kong. It definitely threw me off a bit when I saw it in the movie. I gotta say, this music is a little bit too American for my taste. Okay, so you can skip 50 and 100. This is good news. There's Mario Karts who have to do everything 3 times, right? So if you start with 150cc, you skip 50 and 100. Nice. I was a bit afraid that I have to do everything at every cc. Nice. We could just skip 50 and 100. I like it. I like it. Because honestly, I get bored by 50 and 100cc. It's not fast enough. Oh, I mean, Mario Kart is always more fun with friends and multiplayer, for sure. Especially multiplayer is gonna be 24 people. It's gonna be crazy, man. Have you worn my Joy-Cons down? Not that much. And to be fair, I only used my Joy-Cons for Mario Kart. For everything else, I was using the GameCube controller for Smash Bros. Or the Pro controller for my racing games. So my Joy-Cons, they didn't actually get used to death. But I know from a lot of people that their Joy-Cons died eventually. Wait, you can trick off the lampposts? Okay. Didn't expect that. But I'm in first. Why am I in first? I've been doing nothing but stupid. The only controllers I ever played to death was some of my GameCube controllers, but actually a lot more my Nintendo 64 controllers. But those were really low quality controllers. Like, Nintendo learned a lot of what not to do with analog sticks from the Nintendo 64. Like, during that time, third-party controllers were actually better than the Nintendo 64s. Ah, dude, the Rocket Start even gets an explanation. When to appears, literally what I said, man, the game tells you. God damn it. I could have just read the manual, man. Well, to be fair, Horizon is the open world racing game that most people played, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, the thing about Nintendo is they know that they have a monopoly on the quality of their games. Like, nobody can, you know, make games like them from, you know, historical experience, right? Like, you don't really get any other company that makes a Mario Kart that is as high quality as Mario Kart or a Zelda game or, you know, the Super Mario. You get similar games, but there aren't really many people out there that beat Nintendo at their own game. Right, most of the games that clone Nintendo are just that, you know, clones. They don't really try to expand on it, make something better. You know, they basically go into it, oh, Nintendo makes this, let's make this too, just a little bit different. So yeah, although Nintendo is, as you say, very anti-consumer, which is definitely true to some degree, they still bring out great games that make it worth dealing with it, right? Except Pokemon. Well, Pokemon actually does have some good competition. Right, Palworld and Temtem, you know, they definitely made some Pokemon fans happy with, you know, some variety and alternatives. I'll do online PvP tomorrow. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna play a lot of multiplayer. There's one more thing I want to do tonight, and that is checking out a Fast Fusion. Oh crap, I have to download it. Hey guys, Kuru here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Sup, Sonic? See, this game actually forces me into the starter class, which I guess is fine. Are you ready? I love games like this. Okay, we are in the low speed class, so I'm gonna go top speed. I'm using tilt controls. Wasn't that always with Mario Kart? Oh yeah, there's a jump button now. Weird. The jump button is weird. Yeah, it's second party. Second party. It's not by Nintendo. It's by Shinen. But they make for Nintendo only. Oh, I should use the 4K mode. Because I feel like, can I change it here? Oh, I can. Yeah, 1440p doesn't look good. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't look good. Accidentally pressing. It's a clever game. It realizes when you change it. Yeah, the timing remains the same as the last game was. Man, I love this. I love this game. Now it should do better. But the idea is to use the jump. This is a new game mechanic, by the way. Jumping wasn't the thing in the previous one. In the high-speed classes, the game is gonna require a lot more perfection from me. I need to discover the extra dimension, man. Oh, I can't. Oh shit! I just needed to go out. Thank you. Wait, what? There was not enough boost. I'll take it. Need a fast game with some good music. I was actually surprised how much the quality changed. Surprisingly, 4K seems to be necessary to have better visuals. Like in 1440p, it looks below 1440p. I'm not sure why that is. Probably because of missing anti-aliasing methods. I mean, this is oh wait, you can dunk on someone. This is Buttersmooth 60, and it is running in the 4K mode now. There is one higher quality mode. The game does have a 4K 30 FPS mode to increase the visuals even more. I do want to check it out. So now we're gonna be, oh yeah. I don't think that's worth it. I said once, I say it again. I feel like you're missing out. You're missing out too much if you slow yourself to 30 FPS. I mean, it's smooth. Sure, for 30 FPS it's smooth, but in my opinion, this is where diminishing returns kick in really hard. You want 60. I appreciate the effort, because some people are definitely gonna turn to maximum graphics, regardless of frame rate. So for those maniacs, that game mode exists. But yeah, I do see jaggies. In my opinion, if you want to buy a Switch, it comes down to, are there games on the Switch you want to play? If the answer is yes, the Switch is worth it. If you're not into the games that are on the Switch, then don't buy a Switch. Why would you buy a Switch for Nintendo games you don't like? No, I'm not getting Ridge Racer because it's the old one. If they make a new Ridge Racer, I'll buy the new one. I don't want to buy an old game. From what I've seen so far, every track is new. I don't think, at least for now, they haven't reused any of the old tracks. Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna have a graphic. I'm not sure. Maybe you can download Fast RMX for the Switch too. I mean, I guess the hardware should be similar enough. Whoa! Gravity! I really would like to restart this race. Can I? Ooh, a loop! Wrong button. In hero mode, those boost pads also recharge energy, so you're gonna be even faster. But the thing is, once we get into the faster speed classes, you boost once and you're like already halfway over the map. That's gonna be a thing. I swear, the face buttons on the Pro Controller are terrible. Like, they are so mushy. It doesn't feel like you're clicking it. But I wonder if that's a failed production. I wonder if I got a shitty one. I might actually have to buy another one for comparison. The face button feels so bad that it feels like, you know, it's not supposed to be that way, because obviously I know I had the Pro Controller on the previous console, and the buttons feel way different. I guess I can check some reviews, but those buttons don't feel right. The buttons feel like rushed production, and I got a faulty one. If the button is working, it just feels terrible. I mean, gameplay-wise, it's a lot more like F-Zero. They started making these games when Nintendo stopped making F-Zero games. I promise you, there was some kind of backroom talk shit. When Nintendo was like, okay, we're not gonna make this anymore, but you can. Because this is a second-party studio, right? Like, they're exclusively developing for Nintendo. At least this game they are. You know for a fact that this game would look better on the PlayStation. You can tell that the Switch 2 does not have exactly the same hardware power than PS5. I think that would have been my dream configuration. I don't know, maybe they're gonna bring out a Pro Switch at some point with more performance. You know, not just OLED, but also more performance. Okay, then I must have a defective unit. If other people say the new controller feels better, I must have a defective unit. This one feels like shit. The buttons are so bad. Somebody must have, like, that much. It has to be a defective production. I really hope the next controller doesn't feel like this. You know what my problem is? I press the boost button, but I don't feel it. Right? I have no feedback. I have no feedback from the controller that I press the button. Damn, that looks cool. It also wouldn't make sense to me that they bring out a new controller that is worse than the old one. A lack of spring resistance. It feels like I'm pressing into rubber. It doesn't click. It doesn't feel like a button. It feels like the cheapest membrane keyboard. Wait, you can break this? Yeah, this is the sequel of Fast RMX if you played it on the Switch, or Fast Racing Neo on the Wii U. Yes, high difficulty, higher speeds. So yeah, in order to get to, yeah, you gotta do all the other cups first. Are you serious? I have to double a cup? I can't even buy the cup after finishing all the other on the first try. I guess I can make money here too, right? In superhero time attack. Let's try that. Yeah, there's prize money. There's prize money on this, so we don't have to do anything double. The game does have a different feel to it than Fast RMX. I feel like some of the developers changed for this game in particular. I mean, to be fair, Fast RMX is also a really old game because it was initially made on the Wii U, you know, just like Mario Kart. Right, so the last game is also like 10 years old. For example, it feels a bit like there's some kind of guidance system going on. Sometimes the vehicle is going somewhere where it didn't steer it to. Especially noticeable when in the boost pad. It really, like, it's like a magnet. Magnet that pushes you forward. That's why you can't escape the iron ball, because you're stuck on the magnet. But interesting how they did the unlocking system this time being bound to credits. It's kind of necessary, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need credits if you would just unlock it. But if I beat the previous event, you unlock the next one. Like, there's no need to collect credits. A bit of an unnecessary mechanic, you know what I mean? They added it, but it doesn't add anything. I mean, now you have to spend your credits to unlock the thing they would have unlocked anyways. You can try to prioritize a vehicle this way. That's the only real difference, really. Are you serious, man? What? It spawned me here! Whatever, it doesn't matter, we got it anyways, but holy shit, man. That was ass. You can't even change it either. I'm surprised about that one. Like, I wasn't able to change it to Columbus Power. Would also be a nice addition. One thing I don't understand about Shinzen is they're really bad at sending out their game to people. Like, in my opinion, there's plenty of YouTubers that would cover this game, myself included, if they gave me early access to it, you know. I probably will not release a video now that it's already out and people have already seen it. But if they gave me early access to this game, I would have covered it before the release, gave it a nice review, because it's exactly the kind of game I want to play. But you know, now that it's already out, or people have already seen it, you know, the YouTube video is not gonna get many views. On the other hand, if they gave me early access to it, and you know, I can cover this game early on, before it comes out, would be a huge difference actually. I do not understand the argument that Mario Kart is 80 bucks. If you want Mario Kart, you buy it in combo with the console and then costs you 40 bucks. Yes, you can buy the game separately for 80, but it's available for 40 in the box. The argument is stupid. I do hope that we get some free DLC again, because that's what we got last time with this game. Yeah, the second speed class is already way faster. You know, considering there aren't that many locations yet, I'm very confident. Unless they get closed down. Right, unless they get closed down by Nintendo, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some update here. So yeah, for the Fusion Shop, you need to buy a vehicle first. Some of them are really expensive, and combine them with others. I wonder how much money you need to get like everything. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow, and I can start earlier now that I actually have the console. So sleep tight, do come back tomorrow for more, and good night, hotshots. Love you guys. Bye bye. Hey, if you want to, you can either play the mobile game here or check out the other sponsors. If you want to support the stream,